What up, Joe? Benedicciones, fam. So, this topic was inspired by my Pagino Odu Odelike, Buruboy Bocheche, to him. All praises from God to him. Benedicciones, fam. So, I'm coming to you live and direct from the crib, talking about what motivated me to get into Orisha worship. So, when I was a kid, I studied. I ended up becoming a Lutheran by myself, went to the Lutheran church, had a great pastor. Came into news to Pastor Weber because he's in the land of the ancestors. But he revealed himself, doing this crowning. He was a righteous man, great man. You know what I'm saying? Very holy man, white guy, but when you see somebody's spirit, that was his spirit, right? With that being said, he motivated me to question more about God, asking my questions. And when he didn't know the answers, he literally said, we don't know. And I respected that so much. And then later in my life, my dad tried to have me study with the Jehovah's Witness. That didn't work out that well, but I did learn some great scriptures from the Bible by studying with them, but that wasn't my path. I did one dabble in witchcraft. I used to go to the, to Lake County Library, to the, those occult books, to learn some stuff. You know how that goes. And I did some things and it worked. And later on in life, when I was going through my trial and tribulations, I was going through my court case in federal prison because I did what I did. I was living in Cali, moving work from Cali to Chicago and to Michigan. Statute of limitations are done. I already did the time, so I'm keeping it a buck with you guys. Then from there, I grew up in Chicago. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a gang member. I was Latin King. So that's what I do. That's what I was. And before I entered the spiritual journey. But with that being said, so moving forward, me and Pagino Shu, me and him met in the Air Force. We've been friends for over 20 years. So when I was going through my court case, I used to stop at his spot because he was living in a certain state, on my way to court. So I saw him. Sorry, I mentioned whatever. It felt great to scratch. Anyway, so I met up with him, spoke with him. Me and him had a conversation. He was telling me about the Orishas. And I didn't really understand it, whatever, So I get locked, but right before I get locked up, I was about to on my way to get sentenced. I was like, bro, I'm gonna meet you. I'll see you when I get out. Love you, blah, blah, blah. This is before he became my elder in the faith. He was like, bro, I'll see you tomorrow. I was like, what? He's like, a ruler said I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I was like, who is a ruler? Who tell you gonna see me tomorrow? Fast forward, I get to court, boom. They released me on my own reconnaissance. I see him the same day. I was like, so tell me who a ruler is and why you knew that this was going to happen. And from there, he explained who the Orishas were and everything else. So when I went to federal prison, I started learning more about the Orishas. And mind you, I never looked at divinity as a way, when I did my criminality, I knew what I was doing. I chose the path that I chose, right? So I never looked to God to try to save me for certain things because those are my choices. I take responsibility for everything I've done in these streets. It is what it is. I'm never going to regret what I've done because it's what led me to where I am. It made me the person who I am. I would never regret that. But I'm also man enough to tell you that those choices have consequences and I suffer those consequences and I never asked God or anybody else to take me out of it because I understood the choices, especially when you get older. Because a lot of the things I've done criminality-wise, I did it older than young. I did some crazy stuff when I was young, but older, you already know your consequences, right? So, in the day, that's what led me to Orisha worship to learn more. And with that being said, the path has been not difficult, trying. I had to learn a lot of things. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I'm a new priest, I'm a child of Yemaya. New priest to her, Nehemiah Obadiah is my father, and just what it is, you know what I'm saying? So, I just want to give you a little brief update about who I am. Keep this video short. It's like 4.5 minutes. Trying some new things because I'm more animated, so I'm not trying to be with the phone holding that stuff anyway. But anyway, we got more to talk about. Buddha boy Bocheche, Benedicciones, and Buddha boy Bocheche to my Pagino, Benedicciones to everybody else out there. Let's holler. Peace.